Sorry, buddy.
All right, guys, go ahead and take a seat. Everyone take a seat.
I'm gonna sit next to Deathstrike.
A couple notes. Real, go ahead and you could get us in motion. Get us going towards that rest. Couple quick notes on the way. Just in terms of protocol on board, for a lot of you already know this, but if you just may have forgotten or haven't done training yet, we try not to sprint on a ship, especially a ship as small as Cutlass Black. So what we'll do is just use the scroll wheel. Scroll wheel,
close the door, please.
Pushed all the way up is kind of a fast jog, and in some cases, like we'll see in training later, we may actually bring that down to a walk to make sure we can be as methodical as possible. Gunner likes to use the phrase, slow is steady, steady is smooth, smooth is fast. And,
no. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Oh,
hey guys,
there you go. There you go.
Just a real quick question. Hey Aqua, where do you want to meet at? Do you guys want to meet at her L3 or?
No, we're gonna stay this side of the system. He'll come to us.
Crew L1 is where I was going to be heading.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Don't sprint because it can cause chaos, which will slow us down in the long run. You could bump into somebody, knock them out a door. You could end up having like a graphical glitch and go through a wall. You could just overshoot where you're supposed to be positionally in the ship. So from here on out, no sprinting unless sprinting is a strategic decision, part of training or a maneuver that you're doing. You're sitting on the right side versus laughing at me.
Smokes.
Nice one.
So what we'll do is we'll have a couple quick directional things. When we're facing the front of the ship, and we use directions like left or right, that'll always be in reference to the front of the ship. So if we say left side of the ship, it's referencing the front of the ship. You could also say port or starboard, same deal. Port is left, starboard is right. Front of the ship is either the front of the ship or the bow, and the rear of the ship is either the rear, stern, or aft. So for those of you sitting starboard side or right side, if you're facing the front of the ship, we're going to call you Alpha Squad from here on out, and Aqua's going to be part of Alpha Squad. And then those of you on port side, you're going to be Bravo Squad. So Deathstrike, SD Fire, Fennec, you are Bravo Team.
Copy that.
You prep those doors.
Interdiction. Let's go ahead and prep the doors. Bravo side, you are moving up the left side towards my...
Copy that.
Police, it's the police.
Get off.
You pop.
Space
pop
cops.
Yellow line, I'm ready.
I can't open the door. You gotta pop the door for us.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, let's jump.
Everyone jump.
I'm glad they're not like, who are those guys jumping out of your ship?
Are you guys out? Are you guys out?
We're out.
Yeah, we good.
I just injured my legs. Damn.
Yep, me too. Use your mid pen.
Did you hit space too hard?
Okay,
I
everyone
guess.
rally up on me.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and close up. That way we can take care of this.
They said I'm clear to proceed.
Oh.
I thought
Well,
you had a crimestat.
Huh.
I do, but it's only one.
Oh.
Fair enough.
What pushed
Alright,
you over?
everybody.
Well, you've only killed that many people. I don't think you're that big of a deal.
Oh, nice hustle, guys.
Durden and Gunner, why don't you guys just get together and we'll move in the ship to you.
Yeah, I'm 400 meters out, so.
Real last man on board. Go ahead. So what we'll do is first we'll cover basic formation and movement in formation, and we'll go through a series of formations to do that. Then from there we will go and move on to bounding, which is a form of moving while one team or your partner provides cover fire. For that exercise, Gunner and I will demonstrate first, and then Gunner and I will end up being the targets, though you won't actually shoot us or kill us. And we'll have you guys in your fire teams, Alpha and Bravo, practice the exercise while approaching Gunner and I. And from there, we will move on to breaching, and we'll use the landed Cutlass Black as our sort of breaching shell training center, and we will cover breaching the ship and how we stack up and move through an area to clear it. And then from there, we will move on to practicing our static jumping, which is one of the main ways that we drop into an area of operation. And so we'll do a couple dry runs with the ship on the ground, and then Reel will pick us up and put us in motion, and we'll do a drop. Any questions?
Are we going to want to clear a base?
Let's see how we're doing on time by that point, and it's definitely a possibility, but I don't want to commit to it just yet because we might be looking at kind of a bit of a late end already on the intro. But if we do have the time and interest, we could definitely move on to put things to use by clearing a base.
Or what about SPK?
Yeah, that might be a great fit because it's local and quick, so we could go ahead and clear security post Korea. So once we hit the ground, we'll unload off the back ramp and just form a line with our backs to the ship. I'm going to disband the party one more time and re-invite. That way I get everyone's stuff on my heads-up display. And then we'll move from there with the two fire teams that we talked about earlier. So Alpha team, you're on starboard side. Bravo team, you're on port side.
Hover mode's loud as shit.
Really?
On the Cutlass, yeah, it tends to vibrate a lot too.
It's actually my first time flying a Cutlass.
Oh dear. I'm just kidding.
But I don't know how other people would feel about that in particular.
I can see that. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, you could also
know.
do, like, you wanted everybody to be uniformed with a certain armor set and then have colors decide, essentially, like, rank structure in a way. They could all be formed out like that, but...
That's a pretty interesting take. That would be cool.
Right now, we're limited on both Real and I think PN1 telling me about how heavy armor is kind of out at the moment. It's
All right, guys,
not
let's go ahead and
exactly,
stand up
it's
and roll.
bugged.
Yeah.
Real nice.
And I love
flying.
me some heavy armor.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nice flying, thanks.
Thanks, man.
We go ahead, stand up line formation, so it's going to be shoulder to shoulder, backs to the Cutlass. Just keep, shoulder to shoulder. It's tight for right now. The line formation. So you guys are basically in it right now. What we'll do is set a 5 meter standard. So let's go ahead and space out. You need to be 5 meters between the people from your left and right. So 5 meters on each side.
And just, keep weapons away
Oh,
for now.
Yeah, just for now. Even though smoke's ready to bust some heads.
Ready to bust some rocks.
So let's go ahead and try and straighten it out a little bit more. It looks like Aqua, if you could just move a little to your left. Should be 5 meters from Blaqkstar.
All right, whenever you guys do these formations, just orient yourself in my direction, like you'd be moving towards me. That way you guys can get a general gist of waypoint.
Okay, so this is basic line formation. It makes it so you have a options for full frontal assault, full frontal coverage. So you can imagine if each of you had your rifles out, you'd be each have line of sight on targets towards the front of the formation. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and move towards a column formation. So that's going to be like the line, except you'll be lined up front to back. So let's go ahead and have Aqua take point. So Aqua, just come up right to me. And let's go ahead and set a 3 meter distance line formation. So you guys should be falling in behind Aqua.
Are we doing line or column?
I'm sorry, column.
Column.
All right, right on.
Very fair question. So
Yeah, line is horizontal, column is vertical. That sounds like so.
And let's just go ahead and do 3 meter distance, so it'll be a little tighter. All right, so in formation, we typically have a point and a last man. So in this case, Aqua is on point, and we have SD Fire as the last man in formation. And that can become important later on. You'll see when we talk about breaching or other maneuvers, it's a helpful way to signal where we stand in formation and move on to the next thing. So Aqua, why don't you go ahead now and fall back, and you take over last man, and Comrade Blaqkstar will be point. Okay, Deathstrike, why don't you go ahead and take point, and everyone kind of file in to replace him. Okay, great. So from here, so this formation is useful if we're moving towards an objective. If we maybe have kind of a narrower environment, or it makes sense for us to be, us to just be able to have kind of a single column approach to moving into a target area. From here, let's go ahead and do a staggered column. So in this case, we'll have every other person. So Deathstrike's going to stay exactly where he is, and as you'll see, Comrade Blaqkstar moved out to the left of the formation, so we should have every other person behind Comrade Blaqkstar.
Smoke, that's you, buddy, to the
Do we
left.
want to keep the 3 meter spacing?
Go ahead and space out to 10.
All right.
Yeah, so whenever this is working out, so Deathstrike obviously is setting the tempo of where the formation's starting. And then Comrade, since you're secondary in the formation, you're pretty much at that point making the angle of how the rest of the formation is going to flow. You guys want to essentially copy the same angle of what they're doing.
So Fen, you should be directly behind Blaqkstar, but so if you just move like a few meters to your left, so that you're positioned behind Blaqkstar right about. And then Aqua, you are right. So you should be. So each of you has kind of your own column, but it's staggered from the column on the adjacent side of it. And this is typically used in patrol or alongside roads. It could be useful if we had a vehicle that we were also deploying. So each side of the vehicle would have kind of an infantry column with it. So Fen, you would just need to move a little bit to your right so that you'd be more behind Blaqkstar, in line with Blaqkstar and Rec. Aqua.
Yeah, so Finn, since the way they're orienting is towards me, basically, if I look at Comrade right now, you'd be...
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I was on the 2P. But I was started in line. I shouldn't have to move.
Yeah.
Because it's every other.
Yeah.
Someone moved out of the line.
You're definitely right about that. That got switched up, but I'd say just roll with it. And so in this case, now you're in line 2, so make sure. So you're not staggering within line 2. You're formed up in a column with line 2. You're staggered with line 1, so you would be. So you still need to move a little bit to your left. Does that make sense? Sorry, your other left. So you should be positioned directly in line behind Blaqkstar and in front of Aqua. But then at an angle to Durden, so like right where I'm standing here.
Yeah, so just kind of imagine this, that there's a road in between you guys, and if you were expecting contact on your left or your right, basically you could turn to either direction and still have an open, direct line of sight for your section of fire right there. So you don't want to be beside somebody moving down the road with them. You're going to be staggered. You're going to be at a diagonal, essentially lined to them. That's how that works.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. So from here, let's go ahead and move into a wedge formation. You could think of it as a V, if that helps. So that's right. Why don't you go ahead and swap out position to somewhere else in the line? Aqua, why don't you come take point?
Wedge is pointed arrow at you.
Exactly, pointed arrow at us.
Flying V.
And let's bring that back into 5-meter spacing. Okay, that's looking pretty good, and Reel's even jumping into even it out. That's great. And so this is also great for moving towards an objective. It gives pretty good 360-degree coverage. No one's line of sight is blocked from forward or to their right if they're on the right side of the wedge, or left if they're on the left side. Moving from wedge, we'll go into a right echelon. So that's going to be just the right side of the wedge or the arrow or the V. So exactly guys. So 5-meter spacing still. So this might be good if we're expecting contact from the right side, or if there's obstacles along the left side that are interfering with movement. Okay, Deathstrike, let's have you take point. Aqua, why don't you go ahead and take last man. This time when you get to the last man position, call last man.
The last man.
So by calling last man, he's signaling up to Deathstrike that everybody is in line and ready to move, and Deathstrike can then call the next procedure. So from here, let's go ahead and try left echelon. So you're currently in right echelon. Let's go ahead and move to left echelon, 5-meter spacing.
Smoke, you there, buddy?
Do you guys still need me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty much good, Rio. We got quite a bit of people.
Smoke a little to the right between me and Deathstrike here. There you go. Nailed it.
Nice, guys. Nice. That spacing in the back's looking about right. Aqua, you might need to bump it back just a bit. 5-meter spacing.
Last man.
Okay, great. So any questions on any of these formations?
No.
All right, so now we're going to try and put it all in motion. We've got some good open space around us. There's kind of a big rock out behind Gunner, so we might end up looping around that and coming back. So I'm going to start moving backwards, and we'll treat Deathstrike as point, and he'll just kind of be following me, and I'll be calling formations en route.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and make sure you're skull wheeled up so you can kind of full jog. And we're going to start with a line formation. Deathstrike, go ahead and get close to me. Keep 5 meters from me. Line formation. Aqua, you are last man.
Line or column?
Line. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Line formation. And definitely sprint if you need to.
They're going to catch up with you, Ian. I don't know if you want to have them scroll wheel down a little bit. No walking backwards.
Yeah, that's a good call. Go ahead and scroll wheel down so you guys are just keeping pace with me. Okay, and we've got a bit of a gap going on here, so let's try and adjust. Okay, great. Bring it into 3 meters, nice and close. We're expecting contact, so rifles out. Okay, so let's try straighten that out just a little bit. It's still looking a little bit sloppy. 3 meter spacing, so you're in kind of close line formation.
Oh wow, Helljumpers is doing a big training exercise. What is that,
All right, let's go ahead and switch it up to column.
You can watch it live.
Thank you for being here, Daros.
Oh, Darius just popped in. Hey.
Hey, yeah, watching live. Cool.
All right, switch to column. 3 meter spacing. Keep moving towards me. Nice, that's looking pretty good. We're gonna start gently circling around this rock.
All right, last man.
Right back.
Good call there.
Okay, Deathstrike, why don't you go ahead and call the next formation?
This one left.
Watching the street. Make sure and give them a distance for spacing too.
5 meter.
And echelon left, there's a good call because you've got this big rock on your right, which might obstruct movement. So great. Keep trying to straighten that out, guys. It's still.
I was gonna say, Smoke and Blaqkstar look like they're kind of competing.
Yeah, if you lose your spot in formation, just go to the rear.
So just keep that line formation, and then we'll just go ahead with the exercise. Alpha will begin movement first.
Hey, Alpha, form up over here. To your right. Right, line, 10 meters.
Come to the mid.
All right, Fennec, remember, shoot across his nose, not up it. All right. Spaceballs? Nobody?
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Alpha moving.
Bravo set.
Don't fucking shoot.
Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Bravo set.
Alpha move. Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Bravo set.
Converge on the target.
Go ahead and C-star. All right, just a few things there. So SD, you're Bravo over here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so make sure you guys, as soon as you guys started off, you guys kind of ran directly in towards each other. You just gotta make sure that you guys keep spacing evened out while advancing onto the target. So not every single one of you are going to be immediately in front of the target, but you're still going to be covering ground to the target area.
Rebel set.
Alpha moving. Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Rebel set.
Alpha moving.
Make sure you're gaining positive ground past that other team.
Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Rebel set.
Converge.
Ceasefire. As teams get bigger, it's going to be even more difficult, and unfortunately, our citizen doesn't favor the ground side too much. Like if we had a little radar system kind of telling where everybody was, right there, the center of your screen at the bottom, if that was working the way I would imagine it to, it'd be even more helpful. But a little tip is while you're running, advancing towards the target, especially for the team lead or anybody else really, you can hold down Z and look to your left or right. That way, you can kind of tell if you're staying online or gaining positive ground past that other team. That was the biggest thing I just saw with Bravo's side, is you didn't necessarily get more ground gained from the other team, but you probably couldn't see them.
Yeah, I when we were closing, I saw that, and I was expecting this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. Just, I mean, utilize your tools that you have. So if you can use Z while you're sprinting up, go ahead and do that. It makes things a little bit easier to see where you're at in relativity to everybody else. Yeah, that's all I have for that.
Okay, I want to run that one more time, so we'll just run that one more time with same fire team leaders. Let's go ahead and reset all the way back at the ship.
You need to be in the middle.
I have to be in the middle.
Yep.
Deathstrike, you're a team leader for Bravo, so you are point man when it comes to the line.
Bravo's ready.
Go ahead, commence.
Alpha set.
Bravo.
Bravo, you should be sprinting, full sprint advance.
Bravo set.
Alpha moving. Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Bravo set.
Alpha moving. Alpha set.
Bravo moving. Converge.
Alright, ceasefire.
Alrighty. Yeah,
That was looking
really good. Just a little thing there. Whenever you go through advanced round, it talks about it a little bit, but just give a read back on those commands. Whenever, like the converge right there, you guys did it, but for Alpha, just yell back converging. Yeah, just so they know that you did read the command with all the gunfire going on. They did hear you. Yeah, looked really good.
Yeah, looked pretty good, guys. All right, bringing them back to me. We're gonna go into breaching.
Stack up.
So when we get near a door or a ship, the point person's gonna call stack up. That's telling us all we're gonna be breaching, and to get on his back, we're gonna be tight formation, and then point person is keeping his gun pointed right at the door, at the target, covering the whole line. Next person in line is covering a little bit to the point person's left. In this case, since there's three of us, I'm kind of cutting it in the middle and covering our direct left. Fennec, who's bringing up last man, is covering our rear, so he's gonna be making sure to protect the line from the backside. Once he gets into position, he calls last man, telling gunner he's ready to move.
Breach.
Breach, we're all moving, we're not sprinting, but we're keeping our rifles up, and we're splitting left to right to left. So first person is going left, next person's going right. we clear our respective sides, staying out of the middle, which gunners refer to as the fatal funnel. So that's where all the bullets are flying. You want to be on the perimeter, pointing inwards.
Last man.
Back up.
Last man.
Breaching.
And then we'll just go ahead and repeat the same exact procedure for any room that we come to or any major area that we need to move into.
Good to go.
All right, so last man.
Breach. Left clear.
Right. Right is clear.
Stack up.
Okay, let's go ahead and pause right there. So just note that when you're moving in, unless you're like in like some kind of stealth operation, you generally don't want to be crouched. That way you're all moving at a similar speed and there's no major gaps. Because if there's a major gap in the first person moving in, that first person is just going to get killed.
All right. Good to know.
Alright, yeah, and then also in this situation, so Aqua, since you were pulling up as last man, your job is still to be covering the rear whenever you guys go stack up on that secondary door.
Okay.
So just in case somebody were to double back on a ship or in a compound or anything, you'd make sure, since all the guns are going to be pointed in opposite directions of yours, you just want to make sure you have that point of entry covered.
And then it is okay to be, in a situation like this, or if the environment dictates, it is okay to be stacked on two sides of a door. So like you could avoid coming through the center of the room or location by doing that in this case. But make sure you are keeping a tight formation. You know, you're basically shoulder to shoulder with the person who's next.
All right, last man.
Breaching. Clear left.
All right. Right's clear.
All right, great. Let's run it again. Aqua, you're on point. Death, you're last man.
And then Blaqkstar, you want to hop in between Death Strike and Fire? Back up.
Pass.
Breaching.
Right side clear.
Left clear.
Mass.
Stack up.
Pass.
Breaching.
Right side clear.
Left clear.
Mass.
So get a little closer.
Okay.
And then when you are coming up that ramp, nobody should be crouched.
Right. Okay.
Let's go ahead and run it one more time.
Stack up.
Pass.
Breaching.
Blaqkstar, make sure you're covering some other direction when you're there. And Death Strike on the breach, you want to be pointed forward.
Right side clear.
Pass.
Stack up.
Pass.
Breaching. Left clear.
Right clear.
Pass.
All right, guys, why don't you come on back?
Yeah, so I mean, it looks good. This is where a little saying that I say quite often, slow is smooth and smooth is fast comes in. As long as you're going into a target, especially in Star Citizen, a smaller area. If you're moving in at a slower rate, obviously not fucking sluggish, but moving in slow and smooth, you're going to be fast. You're going to work in, you're going to make it in there at a better way. You're not going to clog up that doorway in that fatal funnel, because that's where the bullets are going to be flying if somebody is, per se, positioning a machine gun right behind that door.
All right, we're going to move on to the final phase of this, which is the static jump training. So let's go ahead and have everyone take a seat. Let's do it in the same squads that we were before: Alpha, Starboard, Bravo, Port Side.
Okay. Get out of my seat, Fennec. You piece of
Real, are you
crap.
still around?
No, you're fine, man.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
We're about ready to kick off with a static jump before too long. Just making sure you were around.
Yeah, I'm around. Who's outside?
Smoke. He's ripper dancing. I don't know if he's here or not.
He just fell down. Should I go ahead and leave him?
Yeah, we're not going to take off just yet. We're going to...
I killed myself.
Okay, I was gonna say he's been on the ground, so yeah. All right. Oh,
We're gonna do a stationary reel.
Hi. I loved him, but now he's gone. All right.
I'm going just super slow.
No, we're going to just run it on the ground for a minute. Just run a couple dry runs before we go into motion.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Alright, so for this exercise, I'll be filling in for Smoke in terms of seat, and it'll let me observe from within, and Gunner will be our jump master. So this will typically be a tool we use if we're trying to insert into an area. Let's say we take a bunker mission, we're approaching the bunker, it's how we'll get in. It may be anyway, it's one of the most common things. And the basic idea is that as we approach the target, we want to, in a calm way, prepare to be able to exit the vehicle as quickly as possible. And to do that, we will follow these two respective yellow lines that are on the cargo bay floor here, and then walk towards our respective cargo bay doors. The point person will move up to the yellow line on their cargo bay door to the first step, and the rest of the line will snake behind them. So like next person will be about here, next about here, next will be back along the line. On the way, you'll want to make sure that you've got everything equipped that you need equipped. So your med pens are equipped, your magazines are equipped, any utility items, your primary rifle. And then what'll basically happen is we'll have some commands to cue that process. So either the jump master or the pilot will be in charge of guiding that process. I'll go ahead and take a seat and run through that with you guys, with Gunner as the jump master.
I'll just call out commands at a time and let you explain them.
That'd be great.
So, prepare to drop.
So at prepare to drop, we all stand up in our places. At this point, you should be scroll wheeled all the way down to a walk. You're going to turn to your right or your left if you're on the left side of the vehicle. Aqua, go ahead, stand up. And then we're going to walk down our respective yellow lines, following the person in front of us. Go ahead, Aqua. And you should be in walk mode. Nice. Then when you get to the center of your doors, the point person is going to turn to their 90 degree and walk towards the steps. Everybody else will be staying on their yellow line.
Yeah, so typically Aqua and Death, whenever we do line up to the door, you see how the steps, you want to be at the bottom of those steps, just so you don't get pushed out for safety precautions.
So now, Blaqkstar on the right and Fire on the left, you want to be pretty closely stacked behind your point person, and Aqua, you should be in the center of the door. Once we reach the position, we'll hear another command.
Red light.
Red light means we are approaching the target area, and it is the final time to prepare to drop.
Make sure you keep those weapons away.
Oh, okay.
We do keep the weapons holstered on a static drop because if the impact kills you, you'll lose your gun, for one, and then also it prevents other accidents from happening while we're on board. So you'll wait until your feet touch the ground to pull that weapon.
Okay.
All right, and then before you guys actually jump out, I'll just let him explain green light, or it's called.
That's a great point. So the final command will be green light. At that point, you will hold shift and Oh, sorry. On red light, you also want to be scrolling up back to a run. And then on green light, you will hold shift and run straight out the door. Don't jump, because the pilot division is kind of training to push those height boundaries. And if you jump, you may end up causing further injury or delaying yourself from hitting the ground, which could put you, 60 meters farther away than the first person who went out. It's important when you hear green light, everybody runs out as fast as they can, because any delay will cause us to be more spread out. When you hit the ground, be ready with your med pen in case you sustained any leg damage. And you should, at that point, have your weapon at the ready and punch out a few meters, securing the area in front of you and around the ship, around where you dropped.
C is the med pen, by the way.
Alright, note, C is the med pen, Charlie. So at this point, we've heard red light, we are in line, our mouse wheels have been scrolled up, and we are ready to go.
Green light. Drop, drop, drop.
Now,
of course.
Go ahead. It may be the case that once we drop, we may be kind of spread out. So at that point, the either fire team leader or squad leader will call a rally point or a person to rally on, and we'll pull in from that.
Yep. Perfect. Just make sure you guys are paying attention to your...
You cut off.
Yeah, we did hear it.
A vital warning. Play it safe. Inject yourself with a med pen, so you're topped off. Prepare to drop.
Are you guys ready for?
Blaqkstar, go ahead and stack up right up behind him.
Aqua, do you have a weapon out, or is it just glitched?
It's not out.
Okay, take it out real quick and then just put it away. Alright, there you go.
Man.
Right. Red light. Green light.
Go, go, go.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
Alright, let's put it in motion.
Okay. I was confused a bit. Alright.
Green light. Drop, drop, drop. Having a little trouble there, Blaqkstar.
Okay, guys, rally up on Blaqkstar, rally up on Blaqkstar. Also, they added the falling noises in.
I love it.
You guys okay?
Yeah, I didn't even need the med pen, I think.
I don't know if I needed it. It's all blood.
Yeah, but you was on the limit.
I'm rolling up with Bravo leader here. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Let's go to Blaqkstar.
How's that drop height for you guys?
Not bad.
That was good. No, no leg damage at all.
Just at the limit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run it one more time, and then we will call it complete. Let's do one more though. So not bad, guys. Not bad at all. We'll try and run it again. Make sure when that green light's called, you are just sprinting off as fast as you can, because you can see even there, even though that was pretty tight, we ended up kind of far away from each other.
Right. Prepare to drop.
Get your mouse wheel scrolled all the way down there, Destrite.
Not red, but...
Alright,
will.
sorry. Oh yeah. Well, it looked like you were like sprinting and stopping like a bunch. I'm like,
No, I was walking all the way in here, then I just scrolled up.
Okay.
Red light.
Yeah. Now you scroll up. You scroll up when they do red light.
Yeah.
Rio, let me know whenever we're at a good altitude.
Of course. I'm just looking for a flat surface. I think it's just past here. Well, should be good. All right, we're good.
Green light. Drop, drop, drop. Alright, we can swing back around real.
Right?
That was high.
That was
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Too high? Did anybody die?
Nope.
Nobody died.
Lead broken.
Take cover if you have it.
I'm just trying to find the best height.
Just so you guys know, I would recommend wearing heavy legs. That apparently helps you survive drops like this. Heavy armor. Legs specifically.
I mean, I remember everything else, like the speed and how far and all that, so like I've been trying to do that. The second high, I dropped everybody off from about 80 free, 80, and then now I dropped them from about 100. So I should probably stay within 80 or so lower.
Yeah, I think 80 was 80, maybe 85 or so was a good mark.
So do you have a list of altitudes for each planet?
We should definitely do that though.
That's not a bad idea, especially for transport certs or whatever.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and put this all into motion in a little mini mission at Security Post Correa. So.
A little history lesson there. That is why we got the name Helljumpers. We're jumping into hell. Whenever we hit the ground, we're hitting it hard.
I've actually been doing a little testing on my own in terms of ejecting, and you're gonna want to be about 80 from the, or actually 60 is probably preferable because you go way higher in the air whenever you jump, or whenever you eject a fighter.
All right. We'll just do a little after actions there, PN. You got any words you'd like to say?
Yep, let me just go ahead and try and book Correa real quick while we're en route. Sorry, hold on 1 second. All right.
All right, I can't hear anything. This list is loud as shit.
Okay, guys, while I do a little bit of a debrief there, go ahead and if you have clearing Security Post Correa on your contract list, go ahead and take it. It might give us more hostiles to clear. So a little after action there. That went really well. I think Aqua and Deathstrike did a great job jumping in and adapting on the fly. We threw a couple fly balls in there, having you guys call the formations and running the fire teams so quickly off the bat on the bounding, and I think you did great with it. Okay, great. So here's what we'll do. Bravo Squad, you'll be responsible primarily for clearing hostiles and securing the station. Alpha Squad will make its way towards the hacking terminal and provide security for Real as he clears his crime stat.
Side note, I was unable to get the mission, so I don't have an indicator for that.
That's no problem.
Okay.
I got
I
it.
got that motion.
All right, who's running Bravo?
I am. Death.
All right, I'm gonna be just floating in with you guys.
Okay, go ahead, prepare to drop. Everybody prepare to drop.
What is the mission we're doing? If we,
It's Correa. It might not appear for some people.
well, I'm sorry. Where would I find it? Let me prepare to drop, by the way.
General
Under your
mercenary, security post breached.
All right.
So Real, you can go ahead and touch down on the pad. We'll secure to airlock, and then you just join us as soon as you're out of the cockpit, okay?
Understood.
Aqua, from here on out, you've got command of Alpha Squad.
Red light.
Just want to let you know there's people here.
Good to go.
Keep in mind, guys, we might have to engage player characters.
Shoot on sight.
Roger. We approach 2 doors.
We'll have to see the situation wherever we land, depending on where we are.
Landing right now.
Green light, move.
Bravo column, 3 meters.
Finheck and SD, you guys are in Alpha 1, right?
No,
we're
we're
on Bravo.
Forming on you, Aqua.
Bravo column 3 meters. Like sorry. Like team leader said.
Alright, last man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Last man? I'll be also last man.
Closing the last man on Bravo.
Alright. Alpha stack
Stack
on.
up.
Last man.
Reach.
Please say squad. Say the squad name before you give a command.
Okay. Bravo squad up. Stack up.
Last man.
Alpha move up.
Bravo open. And breach.
Real, I'm
Like
like,
Oh, no. That was poorly planned.
Alright.
Alright, I'm stacking at the door.
Bravo breaching.
Nope. That
Clear.
Alpha move in.
Clear tunnel.
Let's
Alright,
wait
Bravo.
for them here.
Yeah, Bravo, just move. I'm gonna stick with Alpha.
PN1, are you last man?
yes, I am Alpha last man in.
Bravo stack up on left.
Someone cycle. Alpha.
Cycling Alpha.
Last man.
On you, Aqua.
Alright. Breaching.
Bravo breach. Alpha out. Alpha down. Alpha down.
Contact.
Down.
Alpha,
Breach.
move fast.
Alpha moving past. Alpha.
Contact on the right.
Contact. Contact. Contact down.
Roger.
Contact.
Good shit. Don't stop in those doorways. Keep it moving.
Alright.
Keep going, keep
Contact
going.
down.
Don't sprint.
Get us to that terminal. Get us to that terminal.
Covering you, bound up. Let me know when you're
Bravo
set.
breach.
Room clear.
Alright, Aqua, take that next left up there and move into center room so we can get to that terminal.
Right clear.
Left clear. Center room clear.
Alright. Stack up.
Go.
Bravo. Column.
Bravo's in there. Breach.
Stack up.
Going left.
Fennec, your last man, buddy.
I am. I thought it was yesterday fire. Last.
Covering the terminal.
Bravo breach.
Okay, real rally on.
Contact.
Right clear.
Real, come to me. Real, come to me. Do not engage. Come to me.
Contact is
Please
down.
confirm when which team is contact.
That was Alpha
F
contact.
clear. F clear.
Alright, Alpha, go ahead and lock this room down.
Clear.
Start getting those crime stats.
Let me know when I'm good to move up.
Let's clear the ground floor. Stack up.
Contact entry door. He hasn't fired.
Blaqkstar, did you have the hacking chip?
Yeah, do I just drop it?
Stack up.
Come to me. Come to me.
Last man.
Outside shooting. Breach.
Go ahead and drop the chip over here.
Left clear.
Bravo right clear.
Bravo. Left clear.
Bravo team, be prepared for player entry.
Roger.
Alright, dropping the chip.
Need confirmation for ground clear.
Alright, we got all AI hostiles objectives are down, so all teams converge into center room, lock it down.
Bravo, can you secure center room from the second floor?
Roger. Bravo, line up, 3 meters. Back up on the stairs.
I have crosshairs on the door near you, Gunner.
Solid copy.
Reach.
We need someone to cover that right door if they're not already, or the left door, the one on Aqua
Left clear.
side.
Copy. Death Strike, I think we need to be more on the lower ramp here. Near the landing pads.
Converging.
Bravo, your goal should be to be covering the second floor support our area.
Oh, alright. Well, I'm sorry.
Converging again.
Definitely watch your own backs too as well.
Whose fire was that? Was that friendly?
Sorry, yeah, friendly fire.
Copy.
Bravo column, 2 meters. Can I place the guys at pinpoint location?
Yeah, definitely. It's your squad. Do your thing.
Reach and follow. SD, point looking at the bottom floor.
Copy.
Sniper mode.
Copy.
Fan, follow up. Fan, cover this window.
PN, do you want me right here? Where do you want me strategically?
I'd say stay back by Blaqkstar. He's in the safest location, or the side adjacent to him, but back on that back platform. I can let you know when it's. Here we go. We need you to press the button again.
Yeah, Real. If you cover that left door, buddy, from around the same area I'm at, we'll have both points of entry, blocked off essentially.
Bravo can just be aware of doors can be opened from your backside.
So guys, while we're all being alert, a couple things noted on the entry. Overall, I think it was a pretty good entry, especially given the last minute changes in how we would be addressing the situation here. It was a good exit, good stack up towards the airlock. Obviously we had accidental fire, my bad. Obviously we had a bit of an issue with the airlock cycling process, and that's something to think about for next time in terms of securing the facility and our area terminal. I think that was pretty well done. We'll need to, when we have converging comms like this in the future, we'll need to just make sure to be extra careful about dictating which squad we're referring to for each of our commands and acknowledging them.
If both teams that we have are going through airlocks, should we, I don't know, procedure, policy, what have you, both go in at the same time or not?
Yeah, so if two separate squads or fire teams are going to be going into an airlock, they're going to do it separately.
Okay.
Really open the fire.
Oh yeah, that was accidental.
Copy.
Can I add something?
Yes. I mean,
When anyone is appointed to a squad leader, he needs to appoint the point man and the last man, so there is no doubt.
Fennec, I agree with you. Yeah. Well, as far as point, man, yeah. Yes, I agree. I agree.
We're good.
Modify that.
Usually, the team leader is not the point man, so he's not the first one to go down in a bad case.
Real is clear.
So he should be covered, so he can
Right.
control the team till.
I think those are good points. Clear comms for a second. So we have our VIP's crime stat is clear. What I want to do is have Bravo secure the ship and Alpha with the VIP in tow.
Copy that.
Yep.
Aqua, you've got.
Bravo team, form up.
All right. How do I know where the VIP is?
It's real. He's the guy in the white outfit.
Oh, okay.
Fen. Point men. Going downstairs.
Let's keep covering our doors until we're ready to move.
Last man.
Especially now that they're clearing that top level, we're going to want to keep an eye on that as well.
Check your corners, Fen.
All right, for Alpha, whenever we move out, I'll go ahead and take point. We can move out this door where I'm located at. So converge on me, Alpha.
Roger that.
I'll
Last-
take
Bravo.
last man, but let's make sure Aqua is running the squad.
Okay.
Fen.
Cycling.
All right. Let's stack on door.
Stack on door. Come on.
Make sure you say
Back
which
up.
squad you're referring to, Aqua.
Last man.
Bravo move.
Alpha, last man.
Alpha breaching.
Left clear.
Bravo form a circle around the ship.
Right clear.
I just said right clear.
Cover ship.
Sorry. Bravo,
clear.
right clear. What did I say?
Go ahead, Real.
We get open fire.
Reaching.
Bravo, is ship secure?
Stack
Bravo
up on
team.
the ship.
Alpha team. Ship secure.
Alpha's.
Can you check the ship inside Bravo? Fen. Stack it
Alpha,
up.
last man. Alpha, last man.
Alpha cycle.
Stack it up.
Stack on gunner.
Alpha, last man.
Right, boys, protect the ship. Let's
Alpha.
protect the ship for the VIP.
Fen. Going ship.
We got
Take it back.
movement. We got movement.
Degrees. Where? Hurry up, hurry up.
Alpha, go ahead, board the ship. And Alpha, let's have someone man the turret immediately.
I'll take turret.
Bravo team. Let's get in quickly. Bravo team. In.
Go in.
Alright, manning the turret.
Last.
Last man in.
Bravo, last man. Yep.
Contact
Good.
down.
Real, let's roll the PO fast.
Bravo team.
We cannot close the doors.
All right, Alpha team.
Doors secured.
D. Take a seat.
Thanks, guys, for helping me clear up my crime stat.
Yeah, man.
It was a privilege.